Welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to make these beautiful lace Ankara drapes on a corset. So here you can see the drapings has been made, as you can see right there, just as it is on the thumbnail. And here you can see the side of the dress, just as it is there on the thumbnail. Okay, so this corset dress was a corset dress I made before on this channel. It has a V yoke neckline. Okay, and unfortunately I didn't get a good lace that has a good lace salvage. But if you are making yours, please ensure you get a good lace salvage, as you can see right there on the thumbnail, for your draping. But the process is the same. So if this is what you want to learn in this class, please, I will encourage you to stay to the end of this tutorial to learn more. Then if you want to learn how to make this corset, I'll be dropping the link on the description box below. It's actually an Edwardian corset, okay, that we made right here on this channel. So stay till the end of this tutorial to learn more. Thank you. So to start off this draping, you need your lace for the drape. Okay, so the lace I'm using here does not really have a good salvage. Okay, but once you are making yours, please get a good salvage lace for this. So the width of this lace measures 16 inches and the depth of this lace measures 10 inches. So that is what we need for this draping. Then you need your Ankara to drape the corset. So the Ankara I'm using here, you can see, is on fold, as you can see. And from here to here is the width here is 15 inches, and the length here is as long as 40 inches. So you make it very long. So because this is draping, then at the end of the day you can cut off the excess. So I'll just go over to the machine now and turn to the back and sew close up here, so it will be like a bag. But I'm not going to do that now because this is just a tutorial. So when I'm draping, I'll just fold this part in as if I've sewn it. So now I'll come in with my corsets which I've made. So if this is your corset which we are done making, you know what we have on the thumbnail there is a U-neck yoke corset. But here I have this one as V, but that does not affect anything. So the most important thing is to show you how to go about this beautiful drape. Okay, so now this is the corset and this is the bodice, as you can see. Although this is an Edwardian, corset, so you can just make your basque the way you wish. So the purpose of this tutorial is the drape part of this corset. So now I'll come in with my lace first. So if you have a dress form, fine and good, but if you don't have, just find a comfortable place and place this. Okay, so you can even put in like some fabric inside to hold the cup in place as you are draping. But if you have a dress form, fine. This kind of work is better with dress forms. So now you can see what I'm doing. On this right hand side, I'll just push in my lace. Make sure you do this only on the front piece, okay? Because I've already sewn this dress. You need this lace part is supposed to be stitched into the back. I believe you understand. So now I'll come in with my pin. Okay, so I come in with my pin. Like I said, this part should be the lace salvage part. So you dress it up to the yoke. It has to be dressed up to the yoke, and then you now pin the sides. Okay, you now pin the sides, the under busts. So that's why I said if you have a dress form, this work is easy and better for you. So I'm just trying to, the pins are not actually good nowadays. So, but I'll just try and pin. Okay, it's just bending up and down. All right. so I'll just pin as I can. So you can see that the side, I didn't actually get to the side. Okay, so once you have it, this side will just be the side of the corset. So I'll just pin up to this point, or let me just pin here. All right, so what you are going to use to hold this is your fabric gum. Okay, uhu gum is a good fabric gum which I always make use of, but I don't want to gum this corset. Okay, so what you do is, just after pinning, you start gumming, or you can even gum directly instead of pinning. So once that is done, you now come in with your Ankara, which is the main purpose of this tutorial. So I believe you are seeing what I'm doing right here. I'll have to turn my dress form to this other part since I'm done with the lace part, so you see what I'm doing very clearly. So you will come with the width part of this your Ankara. You can see the width part, which is the 15 inches. Then you start from the armhole, from the side. Okay, you have to start from the side, so that means you have to push it straight this way. Okay, so once you push it straight, it will cover both your under bust and get up to the shoulder seam line. I'll just fold in here. Like I said, you need to sew it this way. Then I'll come back and pin the side. So this work is supposed to be done before you sew the back bodice. Please take note, before the back bodice is sewn. So you are going to do this only on the front bodice, only on the front bodice. But because this is a demonstration tutorial, that's why I'm doing it on both the front and back. So once you have pinned this side, next is to take everything you have here. Okay, everything you have here, you will take it to the under bust and you start draping. Can you see? I believe you are seeing what I'm doing. You start picking the drapes. You start picking the drapes. You start picking the drapes. So that means you actually need to hold it down with your pin very well. So I just want to pick the drapes to look like it is on the thumbnail. So I'll just pick it this way. Okay, so each you pick, secure with your pin, because you are going to use a needle and thread to tack that part. So each you pick, you can see I'm making pleats on it, so that is draping for you. Each you pick, you can see how I'm picking it. You keep picking this way. Okay, can you see? You keep picking this way. You can just fold in. This is draping. So in draping, we do a lot of things with our hands. So I just want to make it look like what we have. So if you have an excess here, just simply do what? Make it or fold it in. Okay, so I just want to fold it in. Of course, you have something coming up like this when you start up this work. My pins are not usually they are not really good, but I believe you understand what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what the effect you are seeing there on the thumbnail. So now I'll arrange what I have here. So in draping, you'll be arranging. Okay, as you are pinning, you are arranging, following exactly what you have. Okay, so I'll just repin this part. So now you can see I've systematically pinned this part. So this part, you are going to use your needle and thread to hold it, because like I said, this particular draping is done only on the full front bodies. Okay, so before you attach the back, you are supposed to be done with this. So once you pin it, then you can use your needle and thread and tack it very neatly. You can just sew it very neatly there. Okay, then I'll pick more, a little more. Like I said, I folded in some parts, so you can just fold in some parts. So try and be creative with what your work which you are doing. So it's all about draping, and make sure it's firm as you drape. So these pins is just helping me to drape. So now when you are done, you will have excess like this. You can see what I did. I folded it in to have exactly that flat part. Okay, the flat part on the side. So I just take my time and fold it as much as I can, so it will be as flat as we have it on the thumbnail. So I'll just do this. I'll use it to cover this other parts of the lace. So that means your lace have to run beyond the under bust. So once you cover it this way, you can see we have the flat part now. I don't know if you are seeing it, what I'm doing here. This is the flat part I'm talking of on the thumbnail. You bring it all the way to the side and pin. So I'll just pin, and whatever excess I have, I'm going to do what? Cut it off. But like I said, you have to do this only on the front bodies. I've repeated it so many times before you attach the back. So this fabric, I'm actually using it for another thing, so I don't want to cut. So I'll just tuck it in at the back of the dress as if I've cut it. I believe you understand. I'll just tuck it in as if I've cut it. So this is it. Next, you now come and do what? Arrange this part proper. So the side will be held with the stitches. When you are stitching back and front, it will hold the side for you, while here will be held with your tackings, while the side of this will be held with your, you can see the armhole. This is the armhole part. So once I get to the seam, I will trim it off, follow the armhole, that's, and trim it off. Okay, so but what I will do here, like I said, I want to make use of this fabric. I'll just try and fold it in so you understand what I'm saying. Can you see? But you are going to cut off. Take note, you are going to cut off. But for me, I just folded it in so I can still make use of my fabric for another project. So you can see, so it looks exactly like what we have on the thumbnail. So the only thing I will do now is the lace I told you of. When you are getting your lace, make sure your lace has a good salvage. Okay, then make sure you have your yoke as a yoke neckline. So if you are wondering how this dress is made, I'll also drop on the link. I mean, the corset dress is an Edwardian corset dress which I made in the other tutorial, so I can still drop the link on the description box below for you to see. So I believe this class was helpful to you. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you once again. See you in the next class. Bye.